Hello and welcome to College Week Live here at Roger Williams University. My name is Mark Lubin.
I'm Lindsay Faig.
I am a criminal justice major here. I'm a junior right now. Currently involved in some things on campus. I'm an RA, a resident assistant in one of the freshman buildings. I'm also the junior class president with the Interclass Council, one of our many organizations and clubs that we have here on campus. What do you do, Lindsay?
Well, I'm a sophomore from Norwalk, Connecticut. I'm a public relations major, marketing minor. I have a core concentration in Spanish. I am currently involved in PRSSA, which is our Public Relations Student Society of America, and I'll be vice president of that next year. I'm social chair of Values of Sisterhood, which is an all-girls club on campus that does community service and fun events. Um, and I work here in admissions, so fairly involved.
What's been your favorite experience here, Roger Williams, so far?
Probably joining PRSSA. That's been one of my biggest turning points, I guess, as a student, making tons of friends, and professionally, it's opened a lot of doors for me. So that's been one of my favorite things to get involved in because the people are awesome and the opportunities are even better. So that's been my highlight, especially of this year. What were you most afraid of coming to your freshman year?
Coming into freshman year, probably my biggest fear was getting involved in something new and different. I didn't really do too much in high school, and then I come to Roger Williams during our orientation. I learned that we have like over 70 clubs and organizations, and I say I want to get involved in something, but I was very afraid to talk to the seniors and the juniors who ran these clubs and organizations. But I eventually jokingly ran for the freshman class president position, and I won it. And honestly, it's been a blessing and one of the best things that I've ever done. I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about other people, and it really is just shutting your eyes and starting something new. Um, yeah.
Did the involvement fair help you get involved?
The involvement fair is actually how I did get the into the position. Every year, during first semester, they have out on the quad. Every organization and club has their own table, and the people who work with those clubs and organizations, they give out stuff, prizes, toys, all these kind of things, trying to get you interested in what they do. Tell me a little about your public relations and things about like your classes. What do you like about them?
How they challenged me, to be honest. They challenged. I took media law and ethics, which my grade was last semester. My grade didn't show how much I worked, but I think that goes for most students. But it's the fact that they challenged me. The teacher openly said that everyone was going to struggle, but she was always had her door open. She was ready for all of our questions. Would hold review sessions for us because we're PR, we're not law. So she understood that although it wasn't our cup of tea necessarily, that it was something that was important for us to learn, and that was awesome for her to understand that we were going to struggle and help us through it. It was probably my favorite. Tell me about criminal justice. What's your favorite teacher?
Our criminal justice program is probably one of the best that I've ever heard of because all of our professors come from experience. How I like to explain it is my professors, they're not people who have stuffed their face in books their entire lives and just repeating that to the students. My professors are former and current corrections officers, police officers, state troopers. One of my professors is a expert on bicycle policing. Probably would never expect them to have that, but they exist. So they all come from these backgrounds and have so many connections, and because of that, they can really help you get internships, jobs during and after college. Because of them, I interned with the Connecticut State Police last summer, and this summer we'll be interning with Coles Loss Prevention, and I credit that all to the professors here at Roger Williams with the Criminal Justice Department. So now, question for you: we have a lot of traditions on campus, things going on all the time. What's your favorite one?
Oh, that's tough. Okay. My favorite one probably will be the late night breakfast that we have in our dining hall, the Commons. Late night breakfast is the night before our first day of finals, or our reading day. It's where all the teachers, including the president and his wife, serve us dinner, or I guess a late night breakfast from 9 to 12. It's kind of nice having the teachers give us food before they're about to give us a kind of really hard test that we've been cramming for. So it's a nice way to de-stress and just kind of lighten the mood around campus for sure. What's your favorite tradition?
My favorite tradition Oh man, I gotta say we have a lot here. Um, I'm in love with the spring concert. Last year we had B.O.B. This year's Cruella. I like that. But what I really like is it's a thing called Ooze Ball. It's a junior senior mud volleyball tournament.
Oh
So right behind one of the residence halls, there's three big volleyball courts, but instead of sand, it's all mud. So the pictures are all online on Facebook and things like that, and it's amazing. And then getting the dirt and the mud out, it's impossible, but
Ugh.
yeah, it takes a while to get out, but it's a good one. It really is fun. Where do you live as a freshman? How do you like the residence halls?
I've loved the residence halls. I honestly will live on campus all 4 years. I lived in Willow, and I'm really partial to Willow, and I know you're partial to Cedar, but I don't want to hear it. I loved Willow. It was about 30 people who lived with me. Some of those friends are friends that I literally saw 5 minutes ago walking here, and they always are excited to see me. I hang out with them on the weekends a lot. And at the beginning, I didn't think these were people I'd still be friends with. So it's kind of amazing how just a bond of living together and actually getting to know each other has really been something awesome. Now I live at Bay Point, which is across the bridge, but still on campus housing. It's for sophomores. I love it because the shuttle runs every 15 minutes, and I have my own bathroom, my own heat and air, and a full-size bed.
The best food too.
Yeah, really good food. But I'm excited to get back on campus just because it's fun to be involved here. So to be on campus for like 12 hours and then go home, I'd rather just walk home and kind of be over with it. But it's definitely been awesome living there this year, so I recommend that, getting a chance to be there for at least a year. Okay, let's see. How has the school helped you with internships? So you had 2 now?
Mhm.
This will be your second?
Yes, we were my second. I think a lot of how internships work here is a lot of cooperation between the campus career center and your, the professors and faculty within your major. Now, the career center here at Roger Williams is unbelievable. It's open for freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and even the alumni. Now, they program events all the time. They have networking receptions, and that's where I actually went this past year and got my internship with Kohl's. They bring people from all over, New England and beyond. For criminal justice, we have federal branches, state and local law enforcement, all these kind of things, even private. So I think a lot, like I said, cooperation between the career center and your professors. That's what's going to help you really get into the outside world. I've done a lot of police ride-alongs. I've been to court. Right now, I'm a domestic violence advocate, and this is all through what the school has to offer to me. Now, I have a question for you. I've been waiting to ask this one. What's your favorite section at the Commons? Commons, if you don't know, is our main dining facility.
Okay, see, I have 2. So don't get mad at that answer. My favorite thing that I'm doing right now is I'm like trying to eat healthy at the moment, so it's been a day I've managed. So my favorite thing is going to is it Global? The stir fry
Which
place.
one? Yeah, Global.
Okay, Global
Yeah.
stir fry. And getting chicken and broccoli stir fried, and the guy, Steve, who does it, will always go back and get me a huge thing of broccoli and steam it for me because he knows that I like to live off of broccoli. But I go from there to Stacks and make a wrap out of all the veggies and the chicken, and I add like a sauce to it, and that's been like my happy place. So it's between 2 just because of that. What about you?
Well, my diet is farthest thing from healthy. We have good burgers, good pizza, good French fries, good hot dogs.
We had curly fries today.
Yeah, we had sometimes mozzarella sticks are out there. That's where
Or fried ravioli.
That's where I'm. But this year actually was the first year where I actually started eating seafood. And actually also at Global they have shrimp and chicken, things like that. So I will get a huge plate of shrimp and chicken and also broccoli too. And I wouldn't eat this a year ago. So what's funny is my mom would send me a text message, a picture. And it says, oh, look what I got at Red Lobster, this big meal, like $30. And I'm like, oh, look what I just got, shrimp and chicken and the broccoli for free. So she always gets jealous when I send her those pictures. Also, you can't forget a steak and lobster night.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I'm a steak girl. I had a bad experience with lobster, so I'm kind of scarred
Did
from
it bite
that.
you or something, or claw you?
Oh yeah, I'm just okay. But I we go once a year every spring. We had it like last week or 2 weeks
2 weeks
ago.
ago, yeah.
You pick a time with your friends. You get a little ticket. You go at your time, 5, 6, or 7. And you get served a New York strip, a lobster, baked potatoes, vegetables, um, killer dessert. Oh my god, I brought so many of it home.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll love to hear that. But I had some of that in my fridge for, well, I guess that night because I ate all of it. But that's the highlight. Everyone makes sure that they go to that. It's super crowded, but so good.
Yeah.
So, should we open it up to questions? Okay. Well, does anyone who's watching have any questions?
Sure. How easy is it to become involved?
So easy.
Yeah.
I say on, like, I guess when I give tours, I sound like a dork probably, but I say it's cool here to be involved. Like in high school when I was involved, I was that dork at the same time, but being involved here is like typical. Like if you're not, it's kind of, people wonder why not, because there's, as Mark said, there's over 70 plus clubs and organizations, like, and all you have to do is find 14 friends and a faculty advisor and make something if there's not something that's for you. So it's kind of like, how could you not be involved?
Mm-hmm. And I was not very involved in high school, and coming here, very easy. The clubs, they're coming right at you. They're very willing for you to go right up to them, talk to them, find out more information. And when you come here as a freshman, sign up for a bunch of clubs. I signed up for things, rock climbing, scuba club, interclass council, ICC, and all these things. And what I did is, depending on the time commitments that I could give, you kind of start weeding them out. And then you really select one, two, or even 3 that you're really passionate about. Very easy to get involved. And even if it's not the involvement fair, you can join at any time. Being ahead of one of the clubs, one of the organizations, when people come to me asking for more information, I will sit down with them for an hour and just beg them to join. So it really is easy.
Yeah, it's easy to have e-board or executive board positions as well. I know for PRSSA, we have a really talented freshman who ran for secretary, and she's going to be, as a sophomore, on e-board, which is a pretty big deal, especially for a national chapter. So I know that's really exciting and opportunity that she wouldn't get at a bigger school or even a small school, but most people wouldn't give underclassmen chances. But we definitely want to get everyone involved in any position they want to here.
Why did you choose Roger Williams University?
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I chose Roger Williams University. When I took my tour here, first of all, when you drive down, you see the water, and it's the most unbelievable thing. But that's not why I chose it. Why I chose it was during our tour, I was told by the tour guide that your average class size 19 students. Now during my college tour process, I went to small schools, I went to big schools with huge lecture halls, and don't get me wrong, they're fantastic schools. But me personally, I cannot do a lecture hall. With a small class structure, as the tour guide was saying, your professor becomes very close with you. They'll give you their home phone number, their cell phone number, email address, Skype address, and say, you have any questions about anything, school related or not school related, give me a call. Talk to me. We can, grab dinner somewhere, grab coffee. So they're really willing to get to know you. And that's why I'm here, because the professors, I've made fantastic connections that I know will last well beyond college.
My reasons are the same and different. My main reason was the community. I'm someone who is extroverted once you get to know me, and I try to be really nice to everyone I meet, but especially starting over, I'm really quiet and shy. So I would always kind of walk behind the tour group, I guess, just because I've never been someone who loved academics. That's my sister, 120%. So for me, it was more like the people I'd be around. So when I was walking behind, I had people who were waving to me, and I was kind of surprised just because I wasn't even a student here. But the fact that people would just be friendly to me was awesome, and it was the one place that I felt like this would definitely be somewhere I was more than excited to say that it would be my home for the next 4 years. And just like Mark, I loved the academic side, though. I came from a graduation class of 60 kids, so I needed that small individual attention. and people pushing me to work harder, because I've had that forever. But now, as a sophomore, they don't even need to push me because I want to work harder. And to have that turnaround after being here for 1 year is something my parents can't thank Roger Williams enough for, to be honest.
What made you, or what would be your advice for anyone looking to apply to Roger Williams University?
Working in admissions as a tour guide, I get a lot of students who do come up to me at the end of tours and say, Mark, I'm really nervous. My SAT score is this, my GPA is this, my whatever is this. But then the advice that you gotta give is don't worry about that as much. If you're a student who holistically, which looking at the entire picture is well-rounded, there's no need to be nervous. The school is looking for people who will contribute to the community that we have here, not necessarily be the next Albert Einstein. And that's what I see out of most students here. And that's the advice I give. Be the best person you could be all around.
My advice, I completely agree with Mark, but would also be make connections with the admissions counselors from our school, from any school. I won't name her name, but an admissions counselor who worked here, I met my sophomore year of high school. I believe there were tears coming from me, and I'm not 100% sure why, but if she met me now, I'm not the same person, but it's the fact that I'm gonna guess she stuck her neck out for that almost their student, but someone who was equally as involved in everything. So make connections with counselors, follow up, because those will be your advocates behind your application. They will have your face and everything, and they'll want to push you to get here as much as they can.
And your advice to any incoming students this year, new freshmen?
Get involved. As cliche as that sounds, and you'll hear that from every single college, every tour. Get involved, get involved, get involved. To be completely honest, it changed my life. Public speaking, networking, communication skills, leadership skills, those all came from me getting involved. I could right now be sitting in my room playing Xbox since 4 p.m., but it's kind of the same thing. I stuck my neck out, shut my eyes, got involved, and it's the best thing that I've ever done. And here at Roger Williams, they make it easy and they make it rewarding. So,
my advice is to enjoy life here. My freshman year, it was not how this year is at all, but I've enjoyed every day here regardless of what happened, just because the support system that you have here is unreal, and your friends are really genuinely lifelong friends, regardless if they're people that you live with or that you find from different clubs or organizations. Just really enjoy every day, because I'm finishing up my sophomore year, and it feels like my parents dropped me off yesterday, so I can only imagine how you feel going to your senior year. So definitely just enjoy every day and take in all the opportunities possible.
That's it for questions.
all right, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.